Asked the story down in another branch about it, and I was told the story about it, and apparently there was a banging noise for the rear, and they told her it was absolutely normal. They couldn't find it. I've been at the car literally 2 seconds. I'm not making that up. I'm not emphasising on the 2 seconds, right? And I thought I'll just check the shock here. Right, so one hand, right, one hand. That shock's knackered. I can still see it bouncing. Right, look at it, bouncing up and down. This side, I've not checked the rest of the car yet. That was the first bit I checked. So I just had a wee shake on the wheel and went, oh, that's bouncing up and down. This one, can't move it. Can't move that one up and down. So either something wrong with the spring, right, which looks brand new, or the shock's failed. Fuck me. Shock's not even connected. Jesus Christ, man. Pause here. Right, silver underneath now. There's no bolt in it. There's no bolt in the rear shock. There's no bolt in that. So is that the bolt foot up there? That's the bloody bolt foot there. Jesus Christ. Oh, no wonder that one's not moving. Well, we'll pause, we'll stop here and we'll see what else we find. Right, the Peugeot partner again. What was happened? I've zoomed. So we know about the bolt, right? We know the bolt's not attached to the shocks, so human error. I don't think this has been human error, but so, because if you actually see it, it's been hit there as well. So it's bent all the stud over that holds the kind of fuel piping. So I don't see no other damage, to be honest with you. So we'll just need to bypass this at the minute till we get a new one for it. It needs exhaust. I knew about this exhaust, but it has to come for alloyed, and I couldn't get it. So, well, at the time I couldn't get it anyway. But so it needs a rubber as well, and then we need to fabricate a new bit of exhaust. And well, unless I can buff away the metal to get that out of there, there's no chance that's ever going to come out. And no idea why they decided to do that. You just chop a bung, right? So you chop a bung. There's a bung. Right, you can buy these. You see how that's welded in. You don't need to weld a big huge patch in it, man. I mean, you're just weakening the. Once you start welding, right, this is what happens. And if you don't treat it or rub it all down, put zinc on it, it just rots instantly, man. So I'm waiting to hear back to see if we can get some speed fasteners. To see if we can maybe just join these two pipes together for the time being. So obviously we fixed the fuel pipe, fixed the shocker, so obviously it's a bit of a human error there. We're all human beings, but it should have been rechecked. So anyway, as it is, it's sorted now. Right, party people, we has the Horizon Peugeot Horizon. It's a Peugeot partner with extra seats that they've taken out and then put a wheelchair access ramp in it, right? So it's all adapted and stuff like that. Already did the exhaust on it. You can see she's got a side exit now, which had a side exit. So I must have pressed the button there by accident. So unfortunately, we had the car in because it was recovered here with the exhaust falling off. It was all rotted out. We inspected it. Could be doing with a drive shaft CV joint, which I have there, but they couldn't confirm whether it was the right one. I don't want to change it. I don't want to then cut that one off or knock it off it and then find out that it's the wrong one or whatever. So we are going to grease the CV joint up, but my bad. It wasn't something that we missed. My dad had picked up on it and he put it in the book and I just hadn't noticed. So he was doing the service on it and he went, that's got a broken spring. So, and you can see, right? So it's quite fresh, it's not all rotten and stuff like that, so it must have happened quite recently. And I thought, oh god, we've missed a spring on it. Right, so I'm on the phone to the customer. I says, right, look, we're going to try and just grease this drive shaft. We've got the CV grease there, lippy moly grease. And my dad says, I must have missed that. He didn't miss it, so we'll come back to his book. So we'll come back to his book, wherever it is. There's there, the Berlingo. Is it that one? Yes, he's got it, the Berlingo. So that was on the 17th of the 4th. So you can see it there. Near side front coil spring corroded. Offside front CV boot, near side front. I'm sure it was on here. Hopefully that's the bushes. No, maybe it has been missed. Maybe it has been missed, so that's all bad then. Oh, it's maybe just happened. It's maybe just happened. So, there you go, right, we'll get this spring changed and crack on. We'll get you a look underneath and show you the rest. Right, so yeah, near side front coil spring corroded, near side front drop link was worn, it was knocking. MOT fail for these bits. Rear axle bushes split and worn. Slight brake bind, rear brakes. Stop lamp in and exhaust. So, but yeah, there was no offside front CV boot. Me was written that in. So it's obviously not been broken then, because that was on the 17th of the 4th when the car came in. I know I'm repeating myself here a little bit, but just double checking here that we didn't that it wasn't in and I've missed it when I've priced the job. So you can see it is rather shiny. So it's obviously no long been broken, right? And I'll go to the spring now that my dad was on about. So he doesn't miss much, my dad, to be honest with you. He's been MOT testing for a long time. So we can see that spring there, how corroded it is. And yet that one's not broken. So that one's okay for the time being. I don't know, there's cable ties here for it's been there for a long time, it looks like as well. So we need to cut that off. So we need to bolt all this up, and then these were incredibly swollen with rust there. They're lucky whoever put them on, the wheels didn't fall off there, because taking it up onto rust and you think, right, those wheels are tight, and they're not. What happens is you squash that rust, loosen the rust, break the rust away, a couple of bumps in the road, and then that's it, the wheels come slack. So we can also see as well, this has got a big hose clamp on it. So I'm going to take the hose clamp off and put some of that lithium grease in it and just see if we can quieten that down a wee bit, because I don't want to cut this off or hammer it off and then we kind of get it back together, and we kind of get a drive shaft for it or whatever. So we'll crack on here. Right, so I did the wee Peugeot, it's all done now. So I've just put the wheels, torqued the wheels and put the trims on, cut that cable tie on, no idea what that was there for. So I'll show you the exhaust and that we've done as well, on the little Peugeot Horizon. So I will need that spring done eventually on that side, but that one's not broken. Another one that looked pretty new was broken, mind you. So never rains but pours in Scotland. So I've done the oil filter on it, just reset the service light there on it as well. Done all tyre pressures, greased that CV joint up, put a new clamp on it as well. So clamp was just rotten as well. So new clamp, greased it up with that lithium grease there. Hopefully that will do it. So new anti-roll bar link as well on the passenger side. So I've changed that anti-roll bar link there. That one was knocking. This one just changed the spring. It wasn't broken, I don't think. I've checked it. So put that CV joint on, CV boot back on with a new clamp and all that grease, and hopefully no more dramas then after that. So new sump plug, bolt and washer as well, no point messing about. And here's a lovely new exhaust which I have painted with zinc. Right, so that wee bit there is one of the bits that was originally on it. Now that's a galvanised piece, This is a part that went up, was meant to go up and over the axle, this bendy bit there, and you can see there's a bit of threaded rod, nuts, bolts, washers, and that's welded back up onto there as well because it's got two welds on it. Actually the stud was broken on it, so we couldn't do nothing with that. We managed to save that NOx gas sensor as well. You can actually see, I just says to my dad, I says, you know what Dad, just cut right through the nut if need be, and that should allow it to release. And then even if there's a line down the threads, we can clean it up and put it in, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, we can just replace it. There's what we're taking it out of. Right, so you can see what we got the NOx gas sensor out of. Right, so there's your bung. The company that makes these cars, they would have originally made that exhaust, so they would have fabricated it. I think they wanted £260 plus the VAT just for the pipe on its own, so it was absolutely crazy. You know, and then we've got the labour, and then it needs welded in anyway, so yeah, we would have still had to modify it. So, but normally what would happen in exhaust is you would just get a boss, bore a hole, put the boss in it, weld the boss. What they did was got another exhaust, but like I said, chopped a big huge square out it with the boss in it, and then welded that onto the pipe that they had made. So there you go, so that's how they had did it, not how we did it. And I'm not being big-headed or anything like that. I think we've done a much better job. I really do. I think we've done a much better job than who did the original one on it. So maybe we should start doing these adapted vehicles, because that to me looks perfection. Looks perfection to me. You know, that for me, all good in the hood. So, all good in the hood. So yeah, all good. Hopefully DPF stays intact for the rest of its days. So these springs have just been done on it. So the car had a load of money spent on it, and we'll never ever know if it needed all of it. Some of these companies, they do the bits they like, not the bits it needs. So you can see there, it's got the part fluid on it. That'll probably need done at some point. And it will have an AdBlue tank, which is probably, yeah, there's your AdBlue tank, it's underneath that. So this one's really modified. Tested okay, so I wonder if it's a completely different tank, because there is a drain on there. So I wonder if they've made their own tanks. So I wonder if this is a fuel tank as well. I think it is, aye. So, don't know, maybe the original tank on it. So there you go, one Peugeot Horizon. I would call it a partner, but there you go, it's all done, all good in the hood.